Hi everyone. I'm alive. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the subs. Why shouldn't you know? Thank you for the resub. Archangel, thank you for the resub. I'm alive. I made it. Guys, where I live right now is going through it. So it didn't even start today. It started last night, like at 2 o'clock in the morning. I had my window open because it was like the weather went from like 40 degrees to like 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So it was hot. Like our room was like really, really hot. And so I opened the window, and then like at 2 o'clock in the morning, I just hear like huge gusts of winds. Like it blows everything off my desk. Um and then just like non-stop lightning. And I was like awake for like an hour because of like how loud it was. So that was this morning, and then I get to work and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, I had no power, and all my fence is broken, or oh, this tree fell in the road and we had to get it professionally removed." Like all this drama and stuff, right? And then um for those of you who don't know, I work at a school. So I work at a daycare specifically. So I work at daycare, and I knew it was gonna rain later, but like I wasn't keeping up. I had a busy day. I wasn't keeping up with like the schedule and everything. And um all of a sudden, I like parents are picking up like super early. Like parents that I don't like see till like the end of the night are like picking up super early. And they're like, "Yeah, stay safe. Storm's coming." And mental meta, thank you for the resub. Um and I was like, "Oh, snap." So I had like my boss like look at when it was happening. They're like, "Oh, it's gonna happen at 7 o'clock. Like we're fine. Everything's fine." And I was like, "Okay." Great, 7 o'clock. All right, I don't have to worry. Like I can get home just fine because I get off at 6. And then all of a sudden, like at 5:30, she's like, "Yeah, no, the storm is here." And I was like, "It's 5:30, not 7 o'clock. Storm is here." So there's like three of us. Like all the kids are gone. All the kids got picked up, and there's like three of us left, like finishing, like doing everything. And I'm about to go home and get in my car, and I turn on the radio, and it's like screaming at me to like go take shelter now. So I'm like, "Well, maybe I shouldn't drive home." So I go back into the building. I tell my coworkers, "Yeah, the radio just screamed at me that we should like take shelter." So, we take shelter. We just kind of chill. We see that it's getting really dark and there's nothing happening. It's like really, it's just the sky is like this weird bright blue. Like it's cloudy, but it's like bright blue, and like there's no wind, and it's like silent outside. It's like a little like spooky, but I'm like nothing's happening. And then the siren goes off, the tornado siren. And I was like, "Well, I'm definitely not going home now." So we're just chilling, and then all of a sudden, like, my phone gets a notification that the internet is out. And I'm like, "Okay, well, great." Because if the internet's out here, maybe the internet is out at home. And so I call my husband. I'm like, "Hey, there's a tornado warning. Like, go to the basement." And he's like, "But I'm making dinner." I'm like, "No, no, stop making dinner and go to the basement." So I convince him to go to the basement. He's hanging out and chilling in the basement. Um, and then all of a sudden, we hear water. This is, to be fair, this is something that happens regularly, so it's not super shocking. But from the roof to somehow into the kitchen, um, it floods a lot, usually with like storms and stuff. So of course we hear water running into the kitchen. So we grab buckets. There's a couple other like known spots that we know to flood. And so thank you, Archangel, for the gifted sub. Um, we like grab some buckets, like put them in like the like drip droppy areas. The kitchen's flooded. I don't know what to do. And I was like, you know what? I'm hungry. The place is flooding. I just want to go home. So I just made the decision. My coworkers are still there, as far as I'm concerned. Um, I texted them. I was like, I made it home. It was a little scary. I did stop for gas though, because I was just, extra risky. I mean, it was just, I didn't see any tornado, but like it's pitch black outside when the sun hasn't set yet, and the rain is like downpouring. Um, the streets are already flooded, so like I was just hydroplaning the whole way home. Um, I know. It was very exciting. I kind of wanted to share the excitement, but I'm sorry that I worried some of you guys. I'm fine. I have dealt with worse. I gotta tell you guys the story. Last summer when I was like kind of taking a break from PSMP, I went to like a music concert, okay, and it had prediction of rain, but not like storm. It was just like it's gonna rain, and I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. We'll still go. We'll be fine. This is like a festival. It's like a music festival, so it's like a festival. There's like places to walk around outside. There's inside parts. I was like, we'll be fine inside. Downpours rain, like completely flooding. People are like jamming into like the smaller like buildings around the fairgrounds. And we're all stuck there, and we're watching crazy teenagers like run through like the downpouring rain. And I was like, what are we gonna do? I was with my husband. It was just him and I. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, we can't stay here all night. We can't just like stay in this like building. We have to go home. So we decide to like YOLO it and run through the rain. So we run through the rain. We get to the tunnel that leads to the parking lot, completely flooded. We had to people were waiting in it, and there's like melted donuts in there. It's disgusting. And there's this little side rail in the tunnel, like where someone could. It's a sidewalk. So like a vehicle goes through the tunnel, and then there's a little like sidewalk with a little rail. People were like walking on the rail to like not be completely submerged in water, but obviously like we're soaked head to toe. So we're swimming through this disgusting tunnel water, and like, gosh, guys, I wish I like took video of this experience, but my phone would have been ruined. I probably would have dropped in the water, never seen it again. But craziest experience of my life. Like, I felt like I was in one of those movies, like those like tsunami movies. Like that's what it felt like. And finally we get to our car after trudging through like my ankles. It was up to my ankles all the way through the parking lot. We're able to get in our car. We're like, yeah, we got it. We're soaked head to toe. Disgusting. It takes, we're like 20 minutes away from our house, and it's still downpouring, by the way. We made it to the car. We tried to leave, and all the major roads are blocked because of overflooding. And like cars can't go through it. So like every turn we're making, we're like, it's blocked up by police cars. It's blocked up by police cars. So we're like, are we going to be able to get home? We stop at a hotel. It's booked. It's completely booked because everybody had the same idea as us and like can't get out. The hotel is booked. So I was like, okay, we don't have a lot of more options, and sleeping in the car tonight is not one that I'm willing to take. So I call my mom. I tell her to look at some back streets because like my internet like on my phone wasn't working very well, but I could call somebody. So I was like, Mom, can you just like look at some back streets for me? I need to like navigate out of here. So we take a bunch of back streets, find some more blocked roads. Eventually we get home. We had to drive super slow because of like just the crazy flash flooding rain that was pouring down. And my husband kept asking to stop, and I was like, no, we're not stopping. We are going home. If we stop, we'll be stuck. So we finally get home. An hour and a half later. Mind you, we were only 20 minutes away from our house. So by the time that we got into the car and the time we finally pulled into our garage, it had been an hour and a half later. That's how long it took us to drive home. That's the craziest story of my life. Like, so today, I was like, yeah, it's fine. It's like there's a little bit of water coming out of the kitchen. There's some lightning. There's a tornado warning, but like nothing compares to the day that I went to that music festival. And like, I was like, never again am I going to any sort of festival when the rain is on the forecast. I will never do that again. Crazy. Like, you guys don't have any idea. It was like, I felt like I was in a, like, the world is ending movie. So today was like, I was like, yeah, this is a little exciting, but I've had worse. So, oh, my food is spicy. Anyways, PSMP, fashionably late. Only an hour. That's fine. Got stuff to do. I was really mad that I wasn't live. But when I found out the internet's still working at my house, I was like, oh, I'm going live. The internet may go out at some point. So just prepare for that. But we got stuff to do. We got a date to plan. Secretly. Hee hee ha ha. Oh, there's a lot of people on. I wasn't prepared for that. Oh, you guys know what I did? Hold on. All right, we're going to have to keep chatting. I should have done this. We're going to have to keep chatting. I forgot that I did something. So now I got to fix it. Hold your horses and ponies. All right. Well, how's everyone else going? How's everybody else's day going? My day has just been so exciting. I just want to stream. I didn't stream yesterday. I was like, oh, I can't not stream today. Because I'm not streaming tomorrow. I'm not streaming Thursday. And I can't, well, I might stream Friday, but if I do stream Friday, it will be later than usual. Aw, I'm sorry, Jessica. Happy birthday to your younger brother. Wanting bloodshed. Well, PSMP is not the... Well. I mean, I could... Well, so something Marjorie needs to do, definitely, is, like, work on her... Whatchamacallit. My brain just dead. She needs to work on her training. Combat training. I feel like she did it with a bunch of people and then got maybe a little bit too confident. I'm a little bit worried about like kind of losing the like how to actually fight, how to actually PvP. Um, and then like doing terrible at the tournament. I don't want to do I don't want to win. I don't think I can win. But I do want to have one battle. And if I get paired against Celica, I'm going to lose. And it's going to be sad. It's going to be game over for me. Because apparently she's a low seed. And I'm a high seed. But she's definitely should be a high seed. So I'm gonna have to do like, I have to get organized. I have a lot to do though. So we need to be really productive tonight. I can't be up super duper late, but we gotta like be on top of it today. Well, Marjorie did say like, can we go do something together? Like she hinted at it. And then he asked her again. Oh no, he asked her about like what she said, what she wanted to say. Never mind, that was different. So out of character, yeah, Holland knows. I think. I don't know. But thank you for the hydrate. I left my water bottle downstairs. Oh well. We have stuff to do, places to be, dates to plan. The only problem is that Marjorie doesn't know how to plan a date. She doesn't know anything about dates. So she's got to talk to somebody who does. And Leonidas seems busy. And hold on. Well, okay. And Rosalind seems busy. MIA. Who else? Who else can help? Does Marjorie know anybody else that would like know dating advice? She's not asking the prince. Absolutely not. She wouldn't like his advice anyway. No, she would not ask Paxton. She might ask Paxton what Finn likes. That could be something we could do. Although Marjorie's brave enough to like probably just ask Finn directly, but I don't know if Ridley went back to court or something. Haven't seen her in a hot minute. Yeah, before Finn left, Marjorie asked Finn, like, since they couldn't go to the Rose Festival together, that he would make it up to her when he comes back. And then couldn't. Maybe Della? I don't know if Marjorie knows that. Oh, that's right. She did say she was at court. Yeah, I think our options are Leo and Rosalind. I don't know if Rosalind is back from court yet. Riri? I mean, we should talk to Bestie. If Riri's around, we gotta socialize tonight, but also stay on task. I don't think Marjorie knows the professor. Like, I don't think she would ask a professor. She might ask Castiel. She would like, hey, Cass, But I don't think she, like, I think she would, like, probably tease Castiel into, like, hey, what, what do men like on a date? And he'll be like, huh? He probably doesn't know anything, though. And Marjorie knows that. So she's like, I know you're not an expert in dating. I was talking about Professor Castiel. That's who I was talking about. Marjorie needs to talk to more people. She really wanted to be social. Girlie's just got too many things going on. She's just so busy. And she's always in med bay. It's putting a damper on her ego. Oh my gosh, the homework. Yeah, we gotta talk to Candace. There's so many things to do. Yeah, and I need to apologize to Candace. Marjorie avoids medbay now. But that doesn't mean she doesn't still suffer in other areas. She's just sick of going there. She's a little bit too regular. Too much of a regular customer there. Yeah, I was sick, so Marjorie had to be sick. Just made it easier. Because Marjorie wouldn't go back to court. Her grandma's going to have to drag her back. Marjorie wouldn't just be like, yeah, I've been called back to court. I got to go. Like, no, she gets a call back to court. She's going to have to be dragged. Ooh, this... Is that a siren? It's probably fine. I'm not going to worry about it until the house starts shaking. We're fine. It's a distant siren. Yes, you guys. I promise I'm almost ready. I mean, I'm basically on already. I'm just currently... Oh, gosh. I should have done this over the weekend. I am on. I flew out to a very... I flew really far away. Divvy, thank you for the resub. No, I gotta fly back. So... No, it sounds like a tornado siren outside. But it sounds very distant. So it's probably fine. Guys, it's not bad until I lose power. If I lose power, then we gotta be worried. But ain't no tornado coming around with my power still being on. It'll be fine. It's gonna take me all my whole life to get back. I went so far, guys. And I wasn't gonna show you. Because it's boring. I'm literally just, I mean, I guess I could, but. I'm going to end up starting 2 hours late. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. See, this is when like having waist stones would be super helpful. Oh my gosh, I'm not even like halfway there. I'm going as fast as I can. Thankfully, no one has like acknowledged and seen that I am online. Because if they're like, "Hey, where are you?" I'll be like, somewhere. I don't even know where. Oh, I'm talking out in the open. Hopefully, didn't run into anybody. I'm really far away. I really doubt it. That'd be really funny if they just heard a bat just like chatting to themselves, just whiz right above their head. That'd be hilarious. I should do that on purpose sometime. I could just make a portal, but the the oh wait, is that a no? The nether's scary for me. I know I can just fly through it, but I also get very lost in the nether like all the time. It's fine. I got some momentum. I'm going speedy fast. I will get there probably in 5-10 minutes. I had where the heck is I know I'm doing okay, I've got too many things going on. Right? I forgot to do this to fly back to the base before I got on, and I told myself yesterday. That was like half of the reason I didn't like also stream yesterday. I was like, "Oh, I got to fly all the way back and my husband's still sleeping. I should probably just not stream." And then I forgot to do it. I should have just gone on and did it, but because I don't know, I felt like people wanted me to get on, and if they saw me on, they would be like, "Oh my gosh, Marjorie, talk to us." I'd be like, "Nope, sorry, only here to fly." Taking some, I'm bat flying training. Should I have cat ears on my Minecraft skin? I mean, if you want to be a cat girl / cat boy, go for it. I had cat ears on my Minecraft skin at one point. I went through my cat girl phase. I'm a little bit out of my cat girl phase right now. Now I'm a vampire. I'm going through my vampire phase. Guys, what should my next phase be? Daenerys Targaryen. Dragon Rider phase. For all my GOT lovers. I don't know if anyone here watches that. I don't know if any of you are like are adult enough. I don't know. Maybe I'm judging too much. A bird phase? I don't think I could ever go through a bird phase. The books are better. I believe it. I believe it. I watched Game of Thrones. Oh, wait. By the way, Game of Thrones is what inspired Princess SMP. Like, I love Game of Thrones so much. I was like, I really would like something. I want to do, like, an SMP that's, like, got that, like, different kingdoms fighting each other at odds. Like, that's what I wanted when I created Princess SMP. But then I also wanted to give it like a little bit of a Barbie like princess vibe. So I love Game of Thrones. Season 8 makes me cry. I can't even watch it. I'll rewatch like the first like 4 seasons. I haven't ever rewatched past that, but I watched House of Dragon. I enjoyed it actually. I didn't think I would like it, so I didn't like hop onto it when it first came out. But I just recently, when I was sick, I was like, I need something to binge watch. I haven't watched House of Dragon yet. Oh, House of Dragon made me all hyped up about dragons again. But I've read a lot, or not read, but I've like seen lots of TikToks about like people hating on it. And I was like, you know what? I should read the books. I gotta invest because it sounds like they're just better. But I love Game of Thrones. And then I binge watched The Witcher. I love The Witcher. However, oh, the house shook. Then, it's fine. Everything's fine. I still have power. When I don't have power, that's when I'll worry. I like anime too, but I'm definitely going through my like fantasy TV phase. Although I'm starting to get back into my anime phase because I watched The Witcher and then I could not watch season 4 because they got rid of, well, Henry Cavill left and they hired Liam Hemsworth, which I can't watch it. Like, he's Geralt of Rivia is like the main character. You can't just switch a main character. If the main character is like, I don't agree with this, then you listen to them and you keep going, or you cancel the show. It's not really a spoiler. It's not a spoiler because like there's news articles and stuff about it. Like season 4, they changed the actor. So I recommend watching up to season 3 of The Witcher. And then after that, don't even bother. Because I really wanted to watch season 4. But then like it was a whiplash. I didn't read any of the articles. Oh my gosh. That was a little scary. So now I like kind of dabbled in some animes to be like, I need something to watch over the weekend. And I watched a little bit of Freyren because I see a lot of TikToks about Freyren, and I was like, I kind of want to watch it. It's a little bit of a vibe. It's not as, I need like more action. I'm a good like, I need romance, action, drama to be fully entertained. And so far it's just very chill, which is not bad, but so if you guys have any recommendations. I also really like the ones that I'm like kind of addicted to. I've seen Solo Leveling. That I have seen that and Sword Art Online. I have seen Vampire Knight. It is questionable, morals wise. But Black Clover, I did consider that, but I need to know more about it because I don't know anything about it. Vampire Knight is just a little like, well, I mean, honestly, it's not too much different from Game of Thrones. It's just a little strange. I mean, it's not too bad. But it's definitely like, I feel like early 2000s anime was a lot braver. When the Western audience didn't exist. And now that like the Western audience exists. Do you guys hear that outside? Crazy. Now I feel like they've kind of like held back on some of their more questionable themes. you know like when underage girls are like dating an adult type situation, or their brother like the brother is into his sister, that kind of stuff. I was like, that gives me the ick. I can't watch it. But when I was a middle schooler and Vampire Night was out, I was like, that kind of stuff kind of like went over my head. I didn't really care. But now I'm like, yeah, no, I can't watch this. I've not watched Inuyasha. That is one that I like have been recommended so many times that I have not been able to watch. Demon Slayer, I like that one. That one was good. I saw the new movie in theater too. So good. Let me see what else. Popular animes. Promise Neverland. Love the Promise Neverland. They messed up season 2 and I'm a little bit mad about it. But after I watched season 1, I went ahead and just read the manga. Thank God I did that. And oh my gosh, I've been yapping for like 30, 40 minutes. Bernie Rose is taking me to resub. Wait, hold on. I missed it. Where is it? Where's my salt? There it is. Oh, I love the Promise Neverland. Neverland SMP? Can you imagine? The only problem is like anything. The only problem with is with YouTube. Like anything like with minors is a little controversial. So can't do that. We can't pretend to be kids anyways. We'd have to be full-grown adults trapped in a farm. Sorry, I guess that's spoiler alert. I won't say anything else. I feel like episode 1 that kind of gets revealed. YouTube is sensitive. YouTube wants the kids' money. It's the problem. They want advertisers. If the kids can't watch it, then they're not making as much money as they could be. But HBO doesn't have that problem. It's silly to me. All right, now we can actually start. I've yapped enough. It's fun times. 48 minutes. All right, are you guys ready? Oh, hi, Squid. You're a good boy. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Princess PSMP. It's Maddie here playing Marjorie Blackwood. I need to get my own room. I have things to do today. Where's my clipboard? Oh, I have to do that. I have to finish the portal. Okay, I think we should... Okay. Oh, gosh. Make bedroom. Make... Wait, I think if I have that internet. Make bedroom. I should make bedroom. Remake FC... I don't want to do that. You know what? I should leave it up there, but I don't want to do that. April fashion show. I don't know if that's happening. I have to build the greenhouse. I gotta do that off camera. We're not sitting here and building a greenhouse. I know you guys wouldn't say. Would you guys sit through that? Would you want that? I don't know. Order fairy tale books. Oh, goodness gracious. Build the beacon. Make a portal. So I think the problem is I haven't started any of these things because I don't want to do any of these things. Ah. Okay. You know what? Let's go to school. Walk around. See if classes are posted. See if Candace is about, or Rosalind, or Leonidas, somebody. Level 100 procrastinator. No! I just don't like doing productive things. Is that procrastination? Maybe. Oops. It's painful. My ADHD is bleeding. Character bleeding. I don't want to do any of it. It's not stimulating enough. I just have an extra stone, I guess. I would like to socialize and like talk to people a little bit. But yeah, I should get some things done. Maybe I should see. Oh, Griffin is. I do that every time. I forget that you need to. Not in the near vicinity. Wait, is that him? No. That's just a random. I know what that's from, but I'm just gonna ignore it. Yeah, it's like Attica. I wonder, is there a way to like just... Can I just delete this? I just want it to be non-existent. Ugh. Maybe that worked. I don't know. Good luck. You guys have a heavy task if you want to try and keep me on task. I guess Vin's not around. Hi. Who's that? Dante. Culinary arts. Oh, a class! Oh, Royal... Oh, should I go to Royal Code? I just miss going to classes so much. I feel like we haven't had classes in a lot. Wait, 7 p... Today? I missed it. If that's today, then I missed it. 18th. When's the 18th? Magic Club. Kind of want to just show up to Magic Club. Maybe, oh, maybe the 18th? Saturday the 18th. Maybe Royal Code is also the 18th? Possibly. Oops. It doesn't seem to be anybody around. I'm gonna walk through this area because there's usually everybody's hanging out in this area. No, no one's here. Anybody in the library? No. We need to have a meeting. Fashion Club hasn't done anything. I'm tired. Okay, well, what do I do? I could do this really easily. Oh, oh. Turn around. Lord W and Lord C are living together. Lord T is supposed to be patrol. Lady T also arrived to spend time with W. Dinner is had. Lady A leaves happy. Lord C. I don't know. I feel like it's Lady A. I vote her. I feel like it's just an odd thing to say when you're like, oh, I left dinner happy. That's just an odd thing to say, right? Or maybe I'm overthinking it. Oh, I hate these stairs. I hate these stairs. Ooh, that scared me. There we go. Hee. Tee. Okay. Scared me for a second. I thought I got caught. Okay. I was just seeing if Castiel was around. Alright, let me see if Candace is around. He is. Watch him say he's busy. Or Hans Grimmer. I just feel like it's not lobster. Callus. Wait, that's not. I don't know. I'm just my main thing is that Lady Lobster was the last one seen with him before he was dead, so most likely like that points to her, but why would she kill her like business deal? That she was just too mad at him? Maybe that's her cover. Like, oh, I wanted a business deal, but I couldn't get one. But that's just her cover. Oh no. I eat my dinner while I wait for Kinders. Ugh, guys, I just got a flash flooding warning. It doesn't end. Tornado watch and a flash flooding warning. I don't want my husband to go to work. He works night shifts. I just gave myself the hiccups. He has to leave, like, soonish. Like in a half hour. Yeah, I saw that he missed about Cassia. I would just eat my food. Boo!
Hello, Marjorie.
Hello, Candace.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Um, before we start talking about the homework, I want to apologize for when we did this and I had black hair.
That's okay. That was
I was
totally fine.
not myself completely.
I was made aware a little bit later off by Finn. He said that it was part of the reason why he was hanging out with you that day. Because I was curious. So it was of no concern. You weren't like rude or anything in particular beyond
Is
reason.
the
So
thunder?
there
Do you
was
hear that?
nothing I felt especially weird about. But
Good.
apology accepted.
I'm glad
Um,
it didn't
yeah.
wasn't too bad.
No, 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 no. If anything, you just seemed a bit more, probably more focused than I've seen you before. You were very set on making sure we figured this all out, which again, not a bad thing. But oh, so then also, I'm not sure if you've heard it all from Professor Castiel. I know you two tend to talk often, but I just ran into him, and he mentioned that he is indeed interested in doing an interrogation segment based on these cases in
Yes.
the coming weeks.
I believe he did tell me that. I saw him recently.
Okay, good. Then yes, he plans to have like a follow up. So if
That'd
we
be
want, we can
great.
cement kind of our theory, and then we can think of some questions we would want to ask these people, and
Mm-hmm.
then we can maybe get full confirmation of what we were thinking of.
Definitely on my number one sus list, even though these are technically all the suspects, my number
Mm-hmm.
one sus is actually Lady Lobster, believe it or not.
Oh, okay.
Um, and Lady Annabelle
Oh, okay. Do you think
slash
like
Malachi.
individually or specifically together?
Well, so I think Lord Malachi and maybe Lady Annabelle together, just because it kind of seems like there might be some like covering there. Um,
Right.
but I need to know more information. Lady Lobster, I was just rereading it and thinking, there's a possibility that she just set up the contract to be like, well,
Mm,
why would I murder someone if I was signing a contract with them? Because she's the only one that
right.
we know was in the room with him, signed the contract. The sword was in the room. He was killed in the room, and nobody
Right.
else was in there.
That is very, very true. That's
But
it does kind of present things.
yeah, so like it could be a really ingenious frame job, but I I don't know. I just feel like the testimony could just be like, and what was it? Was it the contract? Let me see. Is this the contract? Nope. Where's the contract?
I know there's all
Contract.
sorts of evidence got placed in various places.
Uh, so the signature, well, I know this could be a far fetched because
Hmm.
the signature that is signed for Lord Callus is signed incorrectly.
Correct.
So, that could be like it's a forged document.
Yes. That I know something I pointed out the last time we did this too, because again, and this is maybe something I'm especially aware of as a demon, but like every word and every contract makes a difference.
Yeah.
Um, and so I feel like he would be very intentional about making sure his name was signed correctly. If he was the one signing it, he wouldn't have misspelled his own name.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, that is a particular part that I don't believe he signed his own
But this is
contract.
Castiel that we're talking about who set this up. So, who knows?
Do you think he'd be someone who would be? Well, I don't know. I, I have that. I had the chance to talk with him a little bit about some of these pieces because I was so curious and wanted to know more about his, thoughts and stuff. And he didn't necessarily put it into words, but it felt like very much that was something he's like, that's not a bad thing to look at. Like
Mm-hmm.
the idea of things being misspelled. So I don't know. I feel like it's not a bad route to consider.
Where's
Um,
his testament?
or Callus's testimony,
Yeah, Callus's, well, journal, I guess.
the journal, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, this seems to be correct. Like, I don't see any misspellings. He spells all of the people.
Yeah. And all of the books that, according to at least what Professor Castiel said, is that all these testimonies were transcribed by someone who like intentionally did it. But even then, like Callus is misspelled in Malachi's um testimony at least once. Not in the same way as it is in the
And Lord Callus said, I don't believe I will do the deal.
Right.
So, like, maybe he did say no. Lady Lobster killed him, signed the contract, and her testimony is that, or her cover story, I should say. Her cover story is like,
Yes.
oh, but he signed the contract. I got him to deal with it. Like, that's just my thought process of like re looking it over because it's like, oh, this is an obvious frame job. But then I thought about it really. I'm like, well, that would be a really good cover story to be like, oh, why would I kill the person that I just got to deal with? But if you got mad at
Right.
them and killed them already because they refused your deal and then
Mm-hmm.
signed it to be like, it wasn't me because we had signed a deal. Why would I ever do that?
Right. Because the way that she wrote it very much felt like at least her testimony described that as if it's that
Yeah.
basically she had managed to do that, and that but the way she also worded it too is that she felt very lucky that she was able to convince him because he died, and so if she hadn't convinced him, then she wouldn't have gotten that answer. Um, so yeah, I
That
feel
is just
like
like, but like obviously I feel like an interrogation would help with that, because
I
like
agree.
there's still not enough evidence, because it could still be a frame job. Um,
Yeah,
but there's
definitely.
enough where it's like this all happened in the room. Everything happened
Hmm.
in the room, and the only one who was known to be in the room was Lady Lobster.
Yes. No. Exactly.
So we don't have any evidence of anybody else being in that room. Because it has Lady Lobster's signature in it. We know she was in the room. And nobody
Well, I mean,
else.
possibly because at least it could also be the situation where the contract that was there was already pre-signed by her, and then she basically sent it over to Lord Callus to sign himself.
No, but there's others who heard her voice. I can't remember who was it was. It was what it might have been Lord W, Lord Witch, that heard
Hmm.
were like, oh, I heard someone arguing with Lord Callus, and
Yes,
it
and he
sounded
believed that it
like,
potentially could be
yeah.
her.
Well, and
Yes.
so that leaves like if it's like a female voice that he thought he heard, that could leave Lady Annabelle, like she left dinner happy, which is just weird to say when your
Hmm.
business partner has died. You'd be like, oh yeah, I just left happy, and then he died. I'm like, okay, it's
Yeah.
just a little strange of a
Oh,
testimony. Hello.
precisely. Okay.
Um, I want you to hear my new theory. I have a theory. I sat on it a little bit.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
this is my thought process. So,
Okay.
it seems like Lady Lobster is kind of being set up, right? Maybe possibly a frame job, right? That's what we were thinking. I thought, well, what if the contract is a cover story? Because in Lord Callus's journal, um, he is expecting that she's gonna come over and offer a deal, and he's like, I'm not gonna do it. He says, I don't think I'm gonna do it. Lady Lobster comes in, presents the deal again. Lord Callus is like, nope, I don't want to do it. I've never wanted to do a deal with you. I'm not gonna do it. She gets mad. Maybe probably was already premeditating killing him anyways. Kills him. Throws a sword in the fire. And then takes out a contract, signs it. The only reason I think it could be forged is because there is a missing L in the signature of Lord Callus's signature. And then is in her testimony is like, oh, but why would I ever kill the person who signed a deal with me? That doesn't make any sense. I just lost out on a deal, but never actually made the deal anyways. That's my theory, my new theory.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you yes or no,
Well, I
but
know, but I just wanted you to hear my new theory. I wanted to have you hear my thought process.
I'm happy you did. Thank you.
Um, but the reason I say that is because I was thinking about evidence, and if we're going to like, you know, talk, there's all everybody's word account, but then there's the evidence. The evidence is there's blood on the desk. He was killed at the desk. Who was
Hmm.
at the desk for sure? Lady Lobster. No one else we know is like there's no evidence placing anybody else there. So either we don't have enough evidence to place someone else there, or Lady Lobster did it. Two, Quill found on Lord C's desk. Well, that's a good chance that Quill is for signing the contract. Um, and then obviously the contract with Lady Lobster's signature. We know there's so much evidence that she was indeed in that room, and he's dead in that room with a blood, and the weapon was also in that room. So there's a lot of evidence pointing towards Lady Lobster. Because I was like trying to think, we were thinking Lady Annabelle, maybe Lord Malachi, maybe it was like a business jealousy thing, but there's zero evidence pointing to them besides people's word, which is sometimes not enough evidence. So that's why I kind of went back to the Lady Lobster, because I was like, oh, it does look like a frame job. However, like, either we have a genius murderer on our hands, which we're going to have to do an interrogation for, or it was a really good cover story. So, because all the evidence still points to Lady Lobster.
I like your thought process.
So, I think, for interrogation-wise, I don't know, Candace, if you agree with me, but I think Lady Annabelle, Lord Malachi, and Lady Lobster.
You can interrogate them all.
Oh!
I assume the only person we can't interrogate would be Lord Callus because he's dead.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Again, treating it as if it was an actual investigation, you can bring one at a time.
Yeah.
Witnesses / suspects in and interrogate them. And I'm really hoping it'll be like a good cop, bad cop type situation, because I think that would be really funny. But that's up to you guys. If that's the
who would be good cop? I mean, bad cop.
You want to use?
Tell me what you did. Right now. I know you did it.
Here, have a cookie.
Oh.
Well, he's a runner. Because he did it.
Escape from crime.
It was actually Professor Brother Castiel.
You either confess now and we'll offer you a plea deal, or...
I don't think... Can you get plea deals for murders? I don't feel like that's a very common thing.
If they say that they're innocent. They have to be charged first, and then they have to say that they're innocent before you can offer a plea deal.
Yeah.
You're being charged! I'll play back up. Actually,
counts?
I might not be good at it. I don't know.
I mean, who knows? I think the biggest thing is, like, I think in order to literally solidify this in my head, I want to know Lady Lobster's actual alibi. I want to know where she was. Like, because she
like, where she went after?
She's like, it's more like, where were you at all?
Yeah.
Because, like, it's like, she doesn't actually, like, she just says that she, like,
Annabelle or Lobster?
Like, that. Lobster. That's all we know.
Yeah.
And then, like, and I think you're right. I think being able to fill up with Lady Annabelle and say, like, where did you go after the party? Like, where did you end up? Like,
yeah. Why are you so happy leaving? I don't know. It's just it's a weird testimony to be like, oh yeah, I left the party happy, and then he died. That's sad, I guess. I don't know. It just kind of felt a little like heartless, but
yes, no, I think that'd be a big thing. And then, like, I guess obviously, like, no one's going to necessarily claim that they own the sword or anything like that. Like, that, I feel like it has absolutely nothing. Like, we're not going to get much out of it, unfortunately.
I mean, we could try. Well, yeah, I think people might see through it, though.
Oh, I remember what my original theory was. That's right. I just didn't know why exactly how to prove it.
I should probably write down my theory.
I thought it was possible that Lord Callus could have, like, committed suicide. But I also didn't know why he'd have a reason to do that. But I think there's also some logic that, you know, he could have done something like that in the same way. But there's no trail of blood leading from the fireplace to the desk, which I think is what caused me to think that was a very unlikely scenario. Like, that's still a thing I don't get. That, you know, actually, that's a question I want to ask. Who, like, if there's no blood leading from the desk to the fireplace where the sword is, then someone would have had to have cleaned that mess up.
I think it's kind of proving the fact that it wasn't suicide. That the fact that it's in, like, that in itself just proves it's just not suicide. I feel like that's the main thing.
Yeah. Unless, hear me out. Unless he was already dead when Lady Lobster came into the room, and Lady Lobster's like, well, this sucks. He's dead now. I can't get my contract signed. And then proceeds to sign the contract herself and then leaves, but it actually was somebody else completely different who ended up killing him.
That doesn't make sense, though. She doesn't gain anything from that. She doesn't get the deal if he's dead.
Well, right. So then why wouldn't she sign the contract then? She could say, well, okay, if he's dead, I might as well just sign the contract
Oh,
then and get myself some money.
like almost an accomplice to murder because it's like, oh, I saw the body.
Yeah,
I'm too nervous
what if
to.
so okay, here this is I don't genuinely necessarily believe this, but what if, hear me out. What if Lady Annabelle, went in there, was talking about it, she heard about this, and she's like, well, we can't have that. He's like, well, I know I wouldn't do it. Why don't you trust that I wouldn't do it? And she's like, well, because you make poor business decisions. And then like she kills him, stabs him somehow, leaves. Um
I wanna
does
be
whatever.
in the room
And
where it
then at that
happened, the
point,
room where it happened, the room where it
Lady
happened.
Lobster shows up and she's like, I'm gonna talk with him, try and make this contract get signed. Shows up, finds out he's already dead. She's like, well, that sucks. I don't want to deal with that. And so then she doesn't really question it. She just says, I'm gonna sign the contract, leaves it be, and then exits. Which is why neither of them has a good alibi, while everyone else still has a good alibi. But we know that she technically talked with him for sure. We know Lady Annabelle definitely did talk with Lord Callus that night, whereas everyone else, like, sort of maybe kind of talked with him, but we know she had a direct connection. So, again, I don't necessarily believe that, but I think that could also be a totally other feasible theory that still lines up with the same logic points you mentioned.
I'm kind of sticking to my Lady Lobster theory. Ever since because like I was about to write a formal theory, and then I was like, oh, I gotta talk about the evidence. There's no evidence. All the physical evidence points towards Lady Lobster. And yes,
Yeah.
like it could be a really, really good frame job. And that's why I feel since Lady Annabelle and Lord Malachi are like maybe possibly business rivals, it could be
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, but I mean, they don't have super a lot of motivation because if Lord Callus already is like, no, I don't really want to make a deal with Lady Lobster, I don't really have a desire to, then like they
Yeah.
shouldn't be worried that their like business deals are going to be jeopardized by Lady Lobster.
Right. That I will say though, that's actually a really good point though. Maybe that's another question we could ask is what was Lady Annabelle's profession? Like, what did she?
Or
What
how
was her
does she
business?
feel
Because
about Lady Lobster? Maybe that's not too
yeah, because like,
direct. I don't know if that's too direct.
I
How
mean,
do you feel about
what do you
Lady
think about
Lobster?
her, huh?
What
What
do
do you
you
think
think
about her?
about her and her business deal?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that's too leading. I feel like that's almost probably she
Well,
probably
it's a
argue
murder
things
investigation.
unrelated.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure that
yes, but
it's
she'd be like,
fleeting.
why are you asking me about her and not asking me about him? So that's I think, a good thing that we
Oh,
could
yeah,
ask her
maybe
because
like
then she,
we can ask questions probably. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you like want to like tell other people who you're sussing out because I think that like people get a
I
little
mean,
bit in their head
sometimes if
about it.
well, it depends on honestly. Well, it depends. Sometimes putting in people's thoughts information about something that you suspect will then mean that they might lead themselves to giving you information back. Um, like for example, if I were to say, okay, to Lord Malachi, hey, I think that Lady Tyrannus, could be behind this. He might, unprompted, suddenly say, yeah, Lady Tyrannus, I heard that she and Lord Witch, that they both have a a Ponzi scheme or something that they're running together. I never trusted her in the slightest. Which then means, oh, we can now ask Lady Tyrannus, hey, we heard that you maybe have a Ponzi scheme. And if she confirms it or denies it, she might give us then more information, and then it kind of leads in. So if you can feed the right information to the right people, that might circulate the right way that we want this to go. Um, Again, requires a lot of foresight, might also lead to a lot of extra loose ends we don't really care about. I think your theory makes the most logical sense. I just I refuse to admit that it has such an easy solution. I
I
feel like the
I mean, I think the whole fact that it's like posed as a frame job makes the uneasy because it makes us doubt ourselves because we're like, oh, like how could it be Lady Lobster if she has a signed contract? But that's why I feel like it's a great cover story because kind of saves because she puts in her testimony like, oh, so convenient that he died on the day that I wanted a contract
yeah
from because I was begging him for like months and months. Well, actually, I don't think she said months, but what she said something specific. Um, where is it? Like lobster. Um, I approached many times. Many times about expanding his business into my lands, but he always refused due to what he called of a lack of character. So he just straight up doesn't like her. So I guess we're gonna have to ask her. So how did you end up convincing him? Because like that's the major thing. Like that's gonna be what we're gonna look for. Because like how did you end up convincing him after many times being refused? And like,
Right.
because like I don't know, if I were a business person and I wanted to work with someone and they kept refusing me, I would move on to other things.
Right.
But
Yeah, there'd be no reason necessarily to substantially do with it. Though Lord Callus, at least supposedly, seemed to be a man of good repute, um, generally well liked by a lot of people. Um, so yeah, it could just be there's a lot of extra information that's irrelevant here. Like again, I really think all the stuff about like Witch and Tyrannus being betrothed is such a moot point. Like congratulations, like good for them, but it has nothing to do with anything relevant, I think.
I think it's more just like the fact they don't even mention that they are betrothed. It's the fact Lord Callus mentions that they are betrothed.
Correct.
So that's how we know like he knows them more closely. So like they're saying, oh yeah, we know him really close. Like he definitely in his own journal can prove that he knows them closely.
Yes.
I will say, I will need um all of like your questions in advance
Okay.
because it'll be Charybdin and I as the characters, quote unquote.
Right. So you want time to actually
And
prepare answers.
yeah, so we know actually how to answer this.
That's fine.
I don't just throw Charybdin under the bus here.
I guess that makes sense then. How much time do we have before we need to deliver those questions to you?
Well, I will time with you guys of when we will actually do the interrogations, because it'll be a case by case basis. It won't just be unless everyone's scheduled line, then that would be great. But it'll just have to be like a day or two for the interrogation.
Gotcha. I mean, then do we want to assemble our questions in a separate book and then give them to the professor tonight?
I would say hold off just a little bit. For sure, make a different book. For sure, slap all the questions in there. But just in case you guys come up with any other questions.
Well, if we need 1 to 2 days to think ahead, then we would have ample enough time to question ourselves and to think of more questions in that time too.
True. But I still don't know when we're gonna do it. So
Well, yeah.
it could be like a week out for all I know. Like
You're not wrong. But what if I don't catch you again for another week? At that point, then you'd never get the questions.
true. But I mean, you can always deliver them to me.
I guess that's fair. And these questions wouldn't matter to anyone else because they're only pertinent to our case.
Exactly.
Fair enough. I'll take the bits and pieces from the main book and I'll transcribe them over to this one. In the meantime, how'd your patrolling go? I assume you concluded.
Sorry guys.
Nothing.
Trying to convince my husband not to go to work. It didn't work.
Particularly interesting.
Dear. I'm just writing these questions from Lady Lobster. We ask her where she was that night.
Mm.
And what's the other question? It was.
Well, I will leave you guys to it.
Have a restful night.
I'll be around for a little bit, but if I don't catch you, have a great night.
All right.
Have fun.
Thanks.
Sorry, old blood kind of took me for there for a second. Did I miss anything?
That's okay. Nothing in particular. He just was saying about how he's like, when we have the questions, like we should, since he wants them in advance, when we give them, expect a 1 to 2 day delay, and then we can have our interrogation with those characters,
Okay.
based on those questions. That was really about it. And I was like, well, we could just get the book to you now, so that way, in case we can't find you soon. And he's like, there's no urgency or rush.
Okay.
We want to make sure we have all our questions.
Do you know, by the way, speaking of classes and rushing, when Royal Code is? Because it says plus Royal Code at 7 p.m. EST, and I'm like, when? What day?
Oh, I heard from Professor Krypton say that that's happening on Saturday.
Okay, so it is because there's another class posted on Saturday. I think it's Culinary Arts. So
Yes,
Culinary Arts
doing
plus.
A shared class.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, yes, they're doing a banquet. I remember Professor Krypton telling me that. I forgot about it.
Yes, so that seems to be what's happening there.
Oh, maybe I should go.
To the
class, yeah. I haven't gone to any Royal Code classes, and not since like
That's
the
fair.
first one.
Well, it's not really part of your major, so nothing really to concern about.
Yeah. And also, I just don't enjoy it as much, but
I think that's fair.
I'm kind of itching just to go to a class.
I get it. I think that's fair. We've not really had much to do, so it's been so light. I get it. Okay, so I've written down so far questions for Lady Lobster. Where were you that night? How do you usually do business? Lady Annabelle, why were you so pleased after speaking with Lord Callus? What was your alibi? What are your thoughts on Lady Lobster? And then I think you mentioned you wanted to ask questions of who?
Well, Lady Lobster, I definitely want to ask, like, how did you convince Lord Callus to sign for the deal?
Oh, right, yes.
Yeah, I feel like that's a really big question. Lord Malachi, let me see. I'm kind of just remembering from memory that I wanted. He mentions that he ate dinner with Lady Annabelle and Lord Callus. Doesn't really mention any of the other people. Saw Annabelle leave right after dinner. She seemed pretty happy with herself. I can only imagine her and Callus struck a deal. After she left, I heard arguments coming from his office with someone I'm not aware of. So he heard... So, I don't know. I feel like I just gotta... Like, maybe I should, like, ask about, like, relationship questions between Malachi and Annabelle. If it is a possible, like, I don't know. Maybe... I mean, that makes sense that she left early because she got a deal. So, she's a little bit...
Well, and
so that, like, if...
Well,
go ahead.
Let's just say, she mentions that she had it made possibly... Well, it's supposed that she could have made a deal with him. But there's no evidence that she made a deal, similar to how Lady Lobster has a contract. If they did make a deal, then there would be evidence of that.
You're right. There would be a contract. So, yeah, that we should ask about that.
Yeah, because it could be supposed that Lord Malachi, is just assuming things. So then maybe we ask her...
about, like, if she struck a deal with Lord Callus, how she feels about... Or if she, like, knows about any of other Lord Callus's business partners. Like, maybe we'll like, keep it a little bit broad and not be like, do you know Lady Lobster? Like, kind of... see if we can fish it out of her, so that we don't have to, like, be like, oh yes, this person's on our sus list.
Right. I guess that's fair. Okay, so then I've got questions here again. So, Lady Lobster, where were you that night? How do you usually do business? How did you convince Lord Callus to sign your contract? Lady Annabelle, why were you so pleased after speaking with Lord Callus? Did you strike a deal with Lord Callus? What was your alibi after leaving that night? What are your thoughts on Lord Callus's other business partners? And then, Lord Malachi, is there anything between you and Lady Annabelle?
Or like, how do you feel about Lady Annabelle? Like,
Yeah, sure. Okay.
and
Any
then
other or
maybe like how is your relationship with Lord Callus? Because I don't think he mentions it. I think
mm,
Lady Annabelle says like, "Oh, we are decently close." That's what she said.
right, that's true. We know everyone else's connections to him except for Lord
Yeah,
Malachi in
Lord
particular.
Malachi doesn't like mention any. He just talks a lot about Lady Annabelle, which makes like
Yes.
it seem a little like, why are you talking so much about her?
Right. That's a good point. But I hadn't really thought of that, so I appreciate that heads up. Okay. Well, that lines up well then. Cool. Any other questions we think of at the moment?
Um, I want to know why the heck our like this other guy is a Lord Hobbit is a suspect because he was a
Oh,
list of suspects
right.
besides just not having a very good alibi. But like
Right. Like, why is he even
he's not mentioned by
involved here?
anybody else. Not mentioned by any. So
Yeah. All we know is that he think. Did anyone say that he was actually a neighbor, or are we just assuming he's a neighbor? Because I don't think it was ever said by anyone
no, I
either.
think he's like a family member. He says, "Oh no, just a fam or a friend." He doesn't mention anything really, besides the fact
So
that he
why do you?
knew Lord Callus pretty well,
Yeah.
and that he was involved in lots of with business partners. Like there's nothing, there's no motive. So
Yeah.
I feel like it would be such a far fetch to like have no evidence presented besides the fact that it's just he doesn't
Right.
have a very good alibi, but he just doesn't feel connected. Nobody has mentioned Lord Hobbit. The
Yeah.
only thing he really is good for is validating sorry, I'm pacing, is
It's okay.
validating the fact that like he was a businessman. Lord Callus was a businessman.
Right. Yeah. So maybe then we ask Lord Hobbit, why do you think you were asked for an alibi in this investigation?
Yeah, I don't know, it's just weird.
Just to get something. Yeah, I agree. Okay. Well, if there's no other questions I can think of, then I feel like this is a at least we have a solid reference here from
Yeah,
a
I think the big one is
cross-reference the
asking
questions.
Lady Lobster how she
Yeah,
convinced Lord
feel free
Callus
to
to sign.
cross-reference those and see if there's anything different you want to add.
And maybe ask her to spell Lord Callus's name.
See if she writes it that way. That'd be pretty funny.
Right.
It's like that's how you just out it immediately. Okay. Any other detailed thoughts?
That's my main theory. Wait. Oh, you gave. Oh, did you give this to me?
I gave you the book. I gave you the
Oh,
book
okay,
so you could
okay,
take
okay.
a look at the questions and make sure that they felt like ones you'd want to have in.
For Lady Lobster, after. Where were you that night after you made the deal?
Yeah.
How do you usually do business? How do you convince Lord Callis to sign a contract? Yeah. How are you so pleased after speaking with Lord Callis? Did you strike a deal, Lord Callis? What was your alibi after leaving that night? What are your thoughts on Lord Callis's other business partners? Yeah, that sounds good. How do you feel about what is your relationship with Lord Callis? Why? Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Actually, I'll leave that book in here then, if
Okay.
you want. So if you want to add questions to it at any point in time, you can.
Okay.
Um,
Which one's which? I'm
Here,
gonna.
let me actually.
Yeah,
I can
name.
pull up an anvil
Yeah.
and let's name it.
I'll also name this one his journal since.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. So this is what is it? Interrogation questions. I'll say Lord Callus case. Okay, there you go. Nice. Okay, works for me. Cool. Awesome sauce.
All right. Well, I feel like we're pretty close.
Yeah, I feel pretty good. And if nothing else, I want you to know too. I genuinely think your theory is probably the most correct one. I'm just playing devil's advocate to see if there's anything we're missing.
Oh no,
Otherwise,
that's.
I think the line of logic you have makes complete sense to me.
I think.
I fully agree.
Yeah. I just remember Castiel telling like me to like make sure that like we write a full report with like evidence and everything. And so when I was starting to think about that, that's what led me to that theory.
I get you.
I was like, wow, we have all this physical evidence that points to nobody else.
Right.
So I,
Yeah.
I feel like the physical evidence speaks over the alibi. So,
Which I think, is very, very fair. I can't fault you for that, and I fully agree.
um, but yeah, who knows? Maybe there is a secret. Maybe it's Lord Hobbit.
Yeah.
I will have questions. I will have
Bum,
many
bum,
questions.
bum.
But if it is Lord Hobbit,
That'd be pretty surprising to me.
yeah.
I guess we'll find out whenever we end up having this class, which might be a week.
Months from now, who
Well, for
knows?
now. Well, cool. Well, then I feel pretty good about that then.
Yeah, me too. I feel like we're closing in on a final answer.
Yes, I agree. Um, well, cool. Well, then I feel pretty good about that. Are you planning to be around at all tomorrow?
I usually am not. It's possible, but probably not.
Okay, that's completely fair. I was just going to mention that tomorrow the Adventure Club is planning to do boss runs together, um, to fight off some creatures and things like that. And so, if you happen to be around, then um, you're more than welcome to join in for that. But if not, absolutely no worries.
I'll try to wake up in time, but I might be asleep.
It happens. I get it. Um, but yeah, but it'd be something to do. Wouldn't just be
I really,
having to wait for classes.
yeah, I really want to participate in the adventure club, but it seems to be always when I'm asleep. So,
Yeah, it's fair. I've been kind of we've stuck with having it bi-weekly on Wednesdays lately, and that seems to have worked out mostly well. Um, but again, it's one of those things where people haven't really asked for a different day. So if there's ever a day where you're like, "Hey, I want to come have it this day," then I'm more flexible than a teacher, so it's not like we can't move plans.
I do have lots to do, so it's possible that I will be waking up a little bit more often. But I also don't want to overdo it because I did overdo it for the Rose Festival and then needed to sleep for
Yeah,
like a week.
I I get you on that. Sometimes it's just a matter of taking rests where you need them, and being here's a lot. Honestly, there's it's a lot. There's just a lot of things to consider and a lot of things going on at home and here. So
Yeah.
I get it. Well, nice. Well, cool. Well then, I suppose if there's ever any time we want to talk more about stuff, then we can find time. Otherwise, when we feel good, we can just give our questions to the professor and be good with that.
Sounds good.
Nice. All right. Well, then, I hope you have a lovely evening.
You as well, Candace.
Thank you. I'll see what else to do with my rest of my time. It was actually kind of nice to be like, yes, I have something to do. And I'm like, oh, no, I've got to figure something to do now. Oh, well. Probably work on kingdom building or something more mundane.
I envy you because I have like this long list of stuff to do that I just don't want to do. But I'm so glad I checked off this homework. I actually just wrote it down today though, so I was like, I should
Well,
probably
still.
reach out to you and like kind of talk about this, and then so I added it and then erased it. So I'm kind of back to square zero when I started.
That's fair. Well, what are the other tasks you have? Is there anything that you might need assistance with?
I need to make a portal for Professor Cribden. I need to build the greenhouse for the gardens, which will take me forever. I need to order fairy tale books. I need to build a beacon in the Vampire Kingdom. I need to copy a bunch of like I have a whole list of sea monster books that the prince wants in the library in the Vampire Kingdom. So I need to copy those over to then bring them to the Vampire Kingdom. And
Gotcha.
yeah, that's pretty much like the physical stuff.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, I mean, I have nothing else better to do this evening. Would it be of help to you if I were to take some time and go to the library and make copies of all of the books relating to sea monsters that are there, and I can maybe drop them off at the vampire dorms or something? Would that take some
Oh,
off of your shoulders?
that would be amazing. I think
Cool.
it's mostly of
Yeah.
the nonfiction ones. Oh,
Okay.
although I don't know if they're all nonfiction. But do you want me to just you know what? Why don't you just copy all of them? If you don't
If you
mind.
don't want them, you can always burn them. There's no harm in it.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't hurt to have them in there.
Okay.
So
Then I would be more than happy to do that if it help to ease your burden a little bit.
that'd be great.
Cool. Then I'll gladly do so, and then I'll wish you luck with the rest.
Thank you so much, Candace.
Right, of course. I wish you well with all the tasks you do, and I'll let you know. I'll maybe drop them off in a backpack or in a chest by
Actually,
the entrance of
I
the.
do have one more question.
Oh, okay, sure.
Have you ever planned like a one-on-one outing with someone before?
Uh, yeah, I'd say a few times at least. I mean, it depends on the person. I've certainly planned out some outings with my brother before in the past, and I've, planned some outings with particular individuals from time to time, romantic or otherwise.
So, for maybe not your brother, but like the other one, how do you usually go about doing that?
Well, typically, I guess I first start off with finding something that I know means something to that person, or at least is a point of commonality. So, like for example, if I wanted to plan a one-on-one outing, let's say, um, let's use Felix as an example. Um, I'd think, okay, what are things that me and Felix both like to do? And so I'd say, okay, we both like to go adventuring. We both enjoy. I know he's planning to do a fishing club soon, and so like I'm
Oh,
like, okay, maybe I enjoy fishing. So then I'd say, okay, maybe then what I could do is I could plan either an opportunity to go, and maybe I find a nice spot in an ocean. We can say, let's go and fish here, and have a nice time. We can just sit and chat and talk about things. Or I could set up like a time where we could say, let's have a duel. Let's go to like there's like an area that I know Cassian set up that has like a little training ground. I could say we could go there. We could hang out, have a nice like little lunch together or something. Again, nothing necessarily in this case that'd be terribly romantic. Felix is great. I think he's necessarily my romantic type, but as friends, certainly be something. There are others I could say are my romantic type, but Felix is a friend, and I prefer to keep him there. If you're showed interest, perhaps I'd change my mind, but I don't think he'd ever be like, oh yes, Candace. But that'd be how I'd go about it personally.
Okay, thank you. Sorry for the strange question, but thank you for
That's okay. No, of course.
giving your opinion.
Yeah, I certainly think the best way to do it overall is just to find something that both of you like. Because if only one of you's having fun, then it's not really a fun one-on-one in the whole case. So,
I agree.
well, good. Well, glad I could be of help then, ideally.
Yeah, you're helping me in two ways right now. I feel like I'll have to return
Yeah.
the favor.
That's okay. This probably sounds like a really bad way to say this. Finn's been doing a lot of favors for me, and so I'll just consider this as a repayment to him for the kindness that he's shown me lately.
Pay it forward.
Yeah, exactly, paying it forward. So you don't owe me anything. Think of it as Finn went through the drive-through first, and I'm just going through after.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, no! Am I still live? I didn't lose power, but I did lose internet? Am I live? Scream at me. Scream at me that I'm still live if I'm still live. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm definitely still live. If you guys can scream at me. Okay, that just scared me for a little bit because I was like, oh. Well. Okay. Oh. No. Okay, either the server died. I'm hoping the server died. It wasn't me. Okay, yeah, the server died. I did nothing. Server doesn't want me to go on a date. Can't believe this. Should I wait for Candace? The only thing is that he says that, but I'm trying to think about like how to have fun with Finn. Do I know how to have fun with Finn? Have we had fun? We've mostly had deep conversations. Do I know how to have fun? I drag him along to stuff where I have fun. Oh, ice boat racing.
All right. Sorry, for a moment, just
Yeah, the old blood.
chatting mode there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But either way, wasn't much left to say.
Just didn't get a proper farewell, but
Exactly. Well, farewell. I will message you once the books are copied and put in front of the dorms.
thank you so much, Candace. I'll see you later.
All right. Have a good night. Sounds good.
What am I okay, ice boat racing. Yeah, that was really fun. That was fun. Okay, an ice boat race. Oh wait, this is getting mob fighting. So, He probably a boss. Maybe we could fight a boss. We could do a little boat ride to a boss fight. Do a boss fight. And then what? What else would be fun? I kind of want to talk to some other people. Rosalind's not around. I feel like if I don't see Leonidas walking around, then I'll just see if he's nearby. That means he's not nearby, right? I'll go check Medbay. Because I remember Leonidas. I also want to talk to Levy about the tea club. I want to host a tea event. I don't think I have that on my list. Because I want to do like kind of an Alice in Wonderland like tea event. I'm going to have to start sending letters at this point. There's more. They're multiplying. Gotta give vacation home a little visit. He must be really far away. Because I'm still cursed. I could peek in as a bat. Would that be a little not good? It is not occupied. Can't believe this. They're taking over my vacation home. They made it homier than my time in there. I guess I'm glad to have not stayed in there too long period of time. But I'm a vampire. I heal fast, so I would have to be seriously like missing a limb for me to actually be there for a long period of time. Okay. So, ice boat. Was that always... Is it... What's going on? Missive? Did I get... No, I didn't get missive. I see the thing is that if they're not around walking around, they're probably busy doing something. Therefore, I don't I want to keep asking. It's gonna come off as I'm gonna be an annoyance. But I am a little bit upset that like nobody hangs around the school when I'm around the school. I think Solstice came to the barn. There's nobody anywhere. Oh yeah, I can fly. I forgot. It's very important. I could start building a little bit. I really would like to socialize. I just want to socialize. Nobody's around to socialize ever when I want to socialize. I don't want to do this stuff. I want to talk to people. That's my problem. That's why I don't want to do anything on this list. Maybe I should have a fashion club meeting. Yep, I definitely spelled it wrong. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I think I got it. Should I... Answered my own question. I think I'm just gonna hand this to... I was gonna be like, I could give it to Finn and he would drop it off me. Can't do that. But yeah, I do want that. Did I spell it again wrong when I renamed the book? You guys spell... It's fine. I renamed it anyways. I spelled it right? I spelled it the way you exactly spelled it out for me. So if you spelled it wrong, that's on you. Can't blame me. Yeah, we do need a stack upgrade. I'm kind of tired. I feel like I did do some things. Not nearly as much as I wanted to because I spent 40 minutes yapping. Oh! Oh, that's why the new Chizo was like, these are fine. Because everybody else. Oh, I need Endstone. Castiel. It's Castiel's fault. He won't let me go to the end. Oh gosh, I got my work cut out for me. I should get started on this, shouldn't I? Okay, I don't have to use Endstone for the base. I could just use regular sandstone. Okay, where's the sandstone? Here we go. We're just gonna get started. Oops. Should I make it sandstone bricks? I don't know how to do that. Is that a thing? Actually, I don't even know if that's a thing. I could do cut sandstone. Maybe that looks a little bit better. Whoop. We'll do that. Yeah, I'll just do a little bit now so that we can do something while I'm waiting for... hold on, I need... There we go. Oh, well, I guess we just have chill time. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm so sorry. This is not what I want to do. I want to socialize, but everybody's busy. Oh, I ran out. Oh, thank you, VIP. Oh. Guys, how are you guys getting 20,000 so quickly? That's insane. That's so many. Oh, my head hurts. We've barely done anything. You know, honestly, yeah, we did get started on something. It helps me like get the ball rolling of ideas, cuz I could do this really fun ice boat ride to a monster dungeon. And then after we defeat the monster or dungeon or whatever we do, then I kind of have to go scout some places out. Then maybe like a little nice sitting area on top of a mountain nearby to just cat. I need granite. Did I save any granite? I could ask Paxton. I know the relationship between us is a little rocky. Oh, shoot. That messed up. Where's my granite? Did I put granite in here? Shadow Viper, thank you for the resub. I have 28 granite. That's not nearly enough. I'm gonna have to go mining for granite. 30 what? Oh, yeah, dorm storage. Okay, hold on. Let me check my own storage. I have 56. Hey, that'll get us somewhere. And then, do I have any in here? Nope. Do I have any looting? Nope. Okay. I mean, this is not too bad. What's really nice is being a vampire and being able to fly. I feel like building goes by so much faster, maybe. And I guess the light Matica does help. I ran out already. All right, let's go check storage. Oh, wait, did Dante get me granite? I forgot. I totally forgot about the chest. Oh, oh, guys, I've got too much going on. Oh, hallelujah, Dante. Lifesaver. I totally forgot I asked him to get me granite. Honestly, he's been very helpful. I don't really speak to him very often, but he helped clear out this whole thing over here. And he got me like granite, which is like just a very like odd block. The rest of this just didn't want to load. There we go. Oops, too far. This is so hard to do with the layer on, though, when it comes to this part. Oops, I did the wrong thing. Right. We'll just start with the front. We're making, you know what? We're doing something. And when we finish the gardens, we can at least like socialize with people at a big party event. I just feel like we need more events. We're getting things done. We're doing things. We're being productive-ish. I would like to socialize more, but I guess that's just not in the cards for me. This is such an intricate design. It is so detailed. This could take me my whole life. I mean, it's gonna look beautiful when it's finished. And then we can have a fancy fairy tale party. But in the meantime, until that happens, I'm gonna cry. Oh, hallelujah, my prayers were answered. So you did see it. IMB. Huh? Well, if they're coming to me, that makes my life easier. I can just continue building. Dun, 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 dun. Where did I put the rest of the... I put it in here. Gosh, it might not even be enough. Maybe it'll just... I think actually it might just be barely enough. Come on, world. It hates me. Why? Why do you hate me? So sad. Oops, wrong way. Did I do the whole other side? No. Not even close. Not even a little bit. Oops. Oh, it's too strong. Stop! Keep messing up. Hey now, this is my dream things are made of. Slab. I need slabs. Need a bunch of slabs and oh.
The actual date. I'm not sure.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. Hi.
Hello.
This is incredible.
Nothing has happened yet.
I'm already seeing the scale.
Oh yes, it will fill and it will go past. I'm gonna have to do some major
This is monumental.
Yeah, that's that. Maybe get into the water now. Maybe quickly. Yeah,
What are you doing?
I'm just looking.
Are you judging my landscaping?
This seems very natural. I don't know what you're.
I'm just.
This is how mountains work. No?
Listen, do you know how
Oh my
much
goodness.
dirt it takes?
I think if you were like.
If
gonna
you
make
would
this
like to
natural, it would reach the other hill.
If you would like to help even it out, be my guest. But
2 million.
huh?
That's my guess.
Yeah, that's a lot.
We're gonna
No,
like
I don't think
pay
so.
200.
This is a lot.
Yeah,
Is it hollow or is it?
it's hollow.
filled?
It's hollow.
Okay, I retract my guess. Oh.
But all of the chests over there are completely filled with dirt and grass, and I'm going to have to
What?
expand more.
Leonidas!
Motherfucker, you're gonna need to put on at least your boots.
Are you okay?
Yep, fine.
You're not supposed to fall off the edge.
All good.
I think he didn't know.
Okay.
Honestly.
Can I pick you up, please?
Sure.
Oh wait, umbrella.
Ah!
Sorry.
This scream.
Ow!
Hearing my heartbeat in my ears.
I'm sorry!
You need food. Food. Oh my fuck! Everybody's.
I'm
Please,
fine.
Food.
I don't know about Leonidas, but I'm fine.
Potions.
I can offer you cake.
Yeah, I
Be
was
right
on,
back.
I was
I'm gonna go
on
grab
2.5
something.
hearts there.
Wait, why?
Why?
I ask if you are fine.
I'm gonna go
You
grab
say
something.
I
Be right
have
back.
2.5 hearts.
Okay, but I was fine.
Yeah, but it would be important information for me to know, especially if I'm gonna pick you up. And possibly
I
also.
didn't expect you to slam my head into the hill.
I didn't mean to. It was an accident, but I would have been extra careful if I knew you had 2.5 hearts.
I think you were planning on being extra careful anyway. It wouldn't have made a difference.
It would have, probably.
It would've.
Don't look at me like that, Pax. I can see you out the corner of my eye.
Anyways, that's for you. Thank you for.
Of course.
So that conversation.
Oh, there comes the
was
second.
very-
People.
Why
Oh,
did
is that
think
a
it would?
private conversation?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm.
that's really good.
Oh.
That's really good.
Thank you.
Wait, what is that?
What the fuck are balloons?
Balloon
This is
mustache.
amazing.
Balloons. Yep. Can you see the mustache?
Tavali.
Really? Oh yes, I can. Yes, I do see it.
health.
Hi.
Oh.
Hi, how are you?
I haven't
might
seen
need
you
to
forever.
another just for
Thank you.
emergency,
I
because
know,
there's
it's been-
some that
it's
might
been
have been
forever.
used.
I
Thank
know.
you.
Oh my gosh, you all have
Like that
messages.
again?
I appreciate you. You are lovely, and I can't wait for our date.
What? I don't know what I just
Let me help you need more potion.
Did you get down again?
No. He decided to stand really close to the cliff, fall off the cliff,
Oh.
It was an accident. I just slipped.
and not mention to anybody that He was only at 2.5
A
hearts.
law accident. But okay.
You can cause another one.
No! I'm building! You know how much time it's taken to get all these materials?
It's not gonna do anything! It only did the thing once.
You stop.
Well, okay, I'm just gonna also continue. While everyone is here. You're all gonna be encased. Oh, here.
It's because the lighting. The lighting is, and
Oh,
I'm
you
blocking
want
the
one?
only lighting, which is the moon.
No, don't worry.
There you go.
I glow.
I would love one.
You look lovely.
Thank you.
That's quite honestly the handsomest mustache I have ever seen.
Thank you! I worked really hard to grow it in the past 10 minutes.
I can tell. You know, I can see the effort put into it. It's well maintained.
Yeah.
As someone who does grow facial hair, it's magnificent.
You about to grow one way quicker, you know?
Hold on.
Actually,
Thank
Oh, for sure.
you. I'm so handsome. Thank you. Don't agree too quickly or anything. Is this thing on?
I've already said.
Is this thing?
Is it time for us to go and have a conversation?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Wait, who's that? Oh,
Wait,
where did you
who's
come
that?
from? Oh, hey. My
Yeah,
employer.
when a mommy
That's kinda
man
scary.
and a dad man love each other very much.
I'm walking away.
I'm also walking away.
Well, now I feel like this is a bad time. I didn't want to talk to you about this at a bad time.
It's not a bad time. I'm just currently being monitored.
Okay, I'm making a group.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I feel like since you probably know what this conversation is about, then I'll just be a little bit transparent. I'm trying to plan something between somebody and I need advice because I've never done anything like this before.
Okay. What specifically do you feel you need advice on?
I don't know, I guess, what to do on a date.
Well, it depends completely on the person.
Well, I was thinking about
Mhm.
possibly, like, there was this one time that we were riding on a boat on the ice, which seemed really fun. Because I talked to some people and they said, you know, you should do things that they think are really fun. So I was trying to think of things that they think are really fun. And I actually realized that that's a lot harder than I thought it would be. Because...
Yes, unfortunately, when I tried to pry, they
What do you mean when you
they
tried
said
to
they
pry?
were up for anything. What?
What are you
do
talking
you mean?
about?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What are you talking? Are you talking about someone that you want to go on a date with?
No. I asked a certain very handsome fish man what he would maybe be what he would find fun, what activities he finds fun, or, you know,
And he said he'd be down
He
for
said
it. It sounds
anything.
exactly. It sounds exactly like him. And so now I don't. Well, okay, so I have this ice boat fish, or not fishing, but ice boat type thing that could go to a location. Then I thought maybe like, oh, we could go. We like fighting monsters. Maybe go do a boss fight together. And then I don't know where to go from there. Because that just sounds like a normal time that we do that stuff anyways. So I don't know how to take it from like normal to like next level and like make it special.
The things with dates is with the person you care about. All it is a regular day, but with the knowledge that you are going in a more romantic sense.
But I
It's the
might be the
attitude that
only one.
changes the vibe
I
of the
might be
date.
the only one who thinks that the way. Maybe this was a mistake.
have
Maybe
to
I shouldn't have
ask.
done anything.
No, you would have to ask him on a date.
I asked him, and he was very casual
You
about
first have a
it.
date.
Well, I said an outing.
Marjorie. You said an outing instead of a date?
I said that because he can go to the Rose Festival with me, that maybe he needs to make it up to me and we can go on an outing together at a different time.
No. You have to
That
specify
I would plan.
date.
I felt like that was very obvious that would be a date.
Alright, listen to me. Girl, listen to me. Man. Outing? That's just a regular casual day. That's not anything special. He needs to know that you are taking it special. Or else, in the end, only your feelings are going to be hurt.
But
as he will have expectations that he will not know he is meant to meet.
I think that's another thing I'm struggling with. Is because I just don't want him to say no. Or like, oh. Or I don't want a relationship to change, maybe.
The relationship will only change if you cause it to change. If you talk with each other, and even if he is uninterested, not giving him the chance, I suppose, to tell you that is not good. You making it up in your mind that it'll go a certain way is rude to him.
I guess so.
And so long as you are, talking it out with each other, at the end of the day, even if he rejects your feelings and wants to stay just as friends, then it doesn't have to change if you do not want it to. That is up to the both of you to work on that.
Yeah. I guess a part of me also just really doesn't want to hear that either, but
I think getting it over with rather than being in a constant state of worry or limbo with your feelings is much better.
how does one find the bravery to do that, though?
It helps if you have a good support system, people that you can talk to should things upset you.
That's the thing, that he is my support system.
Am I not supporting you right now?
Well, I mean, yes, but you have a lot going on.
I can always make the time to talk.
And I wasn't so sure if you thought of me like as a friend or anything. I thought maybe I only thought of us as friends.
And that's why you ask.
Are we friends?
I consider us to be friends.
Yes. Okay. Well, then I guess I have a good support system. I'm also just used to being alone. So I'm used to like
I hear that.
I used to just, you know, I feel like if I say, like, I won't have a support system, even though I could, if I just reached out. But I think that's why I'm a little bit scared.
It'll always be difficult to reach out.
Because I did go through something earlier in the school year, and I felt like I couldn't tell anybody about it. So I had to just kind of take it in on myself. I just don't want to go through that again.
Reaching out is something that takes practice. I'm still trying to remember to do so myself. It's something that will take constant practice.
Yeah.
And you may falter, you may not. You'll make a mistake. You'll do something and you won't reach out. But then you'll get back to it.
I also just don't want to bother anyone. I don't want to be annoying.
If I were to reach out to you for help, would you find it annoying?
No, I would love to help somebody. I would hope someone would reach out to me.
I often struggle to reach out because I have the same thoughts. I don't want to bother this person. I don't want to ruin their day with something that's my problem. But I'm learning that in the end, not relying on them hurts them more. Because then they feel as though you do not think that you can rely on them.
Yeah. You're right. I'm glad that I talked to you, Leonidas.
I'm glad you talked to me as well.
So now that we're friends, can I call you Leo now?
That's still family. That's my sister only. That's not friend thing. That's
But you have okay.
Has someone been calling me Leo behind my back?
No, I just give everybody nicknames. Sabrina's
I suppose you have to think of a
Riri.
different
Willow is actually, do I have a nickname for? I mean, Lolo is someone else. Like, I think that's what Sabrina calls Willow. I don't think. Celica is Sal. So I usually give all of my friends nicknames. Nidus. Nidas. Nini. Nini? Dasas. Doesn't work. See, Leo just works way better.
I suppose maybe Leon?
Leon. Like lion, but Leon.
Mm-hmm.
Leon. So I can call you Leon?
Sure.
Yes.
If you are insistent on a nickname, then I do not mind.
I like shorter names for all my friends. And you can call me, well, yeah, you can call me Margie, but Willow might get slightly offended. I don't know if she claims that nickname or not. But you can't call me Gigi. That's off limits.
Okay.
You can call me anything else. Well, within reason, I guess I should say. I shouldn't open the door to everything.
I don't know. I might just start calling you Blondie.
What? You're also blonde.
I know that's the best part of it. They'll never know who
I
I'm
thought of
talking about.
another
If I'm talking about
nickname just
myself.
looking at your physical features, but I can't. It's not something I can repeat out loud.
I swear, if it's something like Scary, Scarface.
No, it's way worse than that.
Oh, do tell.
I know.
No, go
I'm
on.
gonna let you figure it out on your own time.
Bug? I don't know.
No, I'm gonna. You know what? The longer you don't figure it out, the better. Anyways.
Is it something to do with my bruises?
Nope. Guys, I was thinking.
Something to do with me being half blind?
I was looking directly at the two things coming out of his head.
Go on. I'm not
with
offended.
E at the end.
glad
I
that's all the time.
can't say that to you. I cannot call you that. So yeah, with an E at the end. I'm sorry. I just malfunctioned.
Is it something to do with my...
No, we don't have to continue this conversation. It has nothing to do with anything. We're talking
Is it because of my horns?
I'm not talking about anything about this anymore. You are Leon, and I guess I will settle with Blondie. Don't you already call me Blondie? Have you called me that
Probably.
before?
I might have. First thing you need to do is actually ask him out on a proper date.
I don't know if I can do that. I don't know. I don't know. Because me asking him on a date, that kind of just says, oh, I like you, like right away. Right?
I mean, could just be you're interested in possibly growing a relationship. Doesn't mean you like him immediately.
This is so confusing.
Dating is just a way to get to know another person, to see if you are compatible for a relationship. It's not something serious as committing yourself to someone.
I'm kind of just used to prearranged engagements. I'm not used to this whole actual going out and courting somebody.
Well, it'd be best to prepare flowers,
Okay.
since that's usually how people show interest.
Really?
Yes, there's a whole flower language for such things.
Well, okay, so what does a poppy mean? And how?
Typically
And
red.
what does it mean if I got a poppy from two different people?
Who?
I'm not saying that.
Oh, come on, we're friends.
No, that's too much information to divulge at this time.
Blondie? Come on, don't hold back on me.
I received a poppy at one point from Cinder. Please don't be silent.
And
well, he's also given me other gifts, so I've never taken it too seriously because he's also given me, well, actually, I gave in response to the puppy, I gave him the cassowary meat because I was like, oh, he's a demon. He likes meat.
no,
This
that
seems
he later gave back to you.
that he gave back to me 4 months later. Yes.
Okay, who else was the one who gave you one?
Finn.
See, the problem is men can be really stupid, so I can't say for sure if it means anything. But red flowers are typically a sign of passion and love. I would have to probably look into the book, but typically men do not know the flower language.
I wouldn't be surprised if neither of
But
them knew.
red flowers are typically, commonly well known as romantic. I think for men, just giving a woman a flower typically is romantic, actually. But Cinder, I would disregard that. He's a bit odd. He probably meant actually nothing by it. Probably just doing what he saw other people doing, maybe.
So, question. I have both. Should I get rid of one? I thought about it. I was like, maybe I should get rid of one because now I have this other one. I don't really want this one.
If you receive flowers from a man you do not wish to receive flowers from, burn them. I don't.
Well, it's not like I
don't
completely dislike the guy. He's just slightly strange and
You have no reason to keep it unless you're interested in him.
I
Use it as compost. Put some use to it.
that seems sad.
Does it?
Yeah.
It's up to you whether you keep it or not.
I don't want to keep it, but I don't want to use it as compost. I don't want to burn it.
Well, at least with compost, it has a use. It's going back in to grow more beautiful things.
What if I just gave it back to him?
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's rough.
He gave me back the cassowary meat 4 months later.
It's also Cinder.
He won't.
However, I think with certain other people I'm aware of, it might not be best for you to be known to have given him a red flower.
He gave me the red flower.
Okay, yes, but you returning it might be misconstrued with some other people. Even because they may not know you're returning it.
Well, no one
I
has
don't
to
understand
watch.
The fact that he gave it to you. I'm trying to wingman so many people right now, alright? I just need... Maybe it's just best for you to just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Don't return it to him. Trust me, it would cause more problems than it's worth.
Okay.
Because somehow, in some way, someone will find out. And it'll be a mess.
Okay.
I think we all know by the book that things get spread somehow.
That's so true.
So just get rid of it however way you want.
Oh yeah, that's the last thing I need, like the Mrs. Fable or whatever. Madame Fable to write
Talking
about.
about how you gave Lucinda a rose or
Yeah,
a
no,
flower.
that does not sound like something I want written in
No.
there.
Okay. So, get Finn a flower or something, something he likes, maybe something he likes to eat. Then you give those to him and ask him on a date.
But what if he says no?
Then you talk about it like grown adults. And you have other people to talk to, about disappointment, but you talk with him about it.
Yeah.
A lot of things can be solved just by being open and talking with the other.
I
What
don't
relationships
know why
are
that's
if
so
you
hard
want
for
it.
me. Yeah.
Relationships are work and communication.
Oh, I forgot that Violet wanted to speak to me. She just
Well,
messaged
I've
me
given you
how
the
much longer.
advice.
Yeah. I thank you for the advice. Now it's just up to me that I need to follow it.
I believe in you. Took my advice before and talked to him
I did?
about the potions.
Put the potions. What did I do?
About what you did under the influence of the potions. And you didn't want to talk to him because he thought, oh, he'll hate me. And I said, oh, you should talk to him.
Oh yeah, I
And you
kind of
did,
forgot
and you're
about that.
fine.
Yeah.
Talking always helps. Even if you're not on the same page then, by talking it through, you can settle on something.
Yeah. This is what it's like to
Alright,
have an older
Blondie,
brother.
you've got this. Don't say that to Rowdy.
I know. But you're good at it, is all I'm saying. And I didn't get to have much time to spend
You
with
want
mine.
one, Professor?
Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
I'm ready.
It's okay. For you, a gift. The date has been changed, but everything else is the same in there.
Ooh. This looks really cool.
Thank you.
Oh, it's cute. It's adorable.
You can eat it. It's so cute.
Looking
So
good.
do I look?
It's
wait, that looks so
question.
Okay, that really
Yeah.
Is
Yes.
this made with blood?
looks good.
It's made with a lot
Oh,
of blood. It is
yeah.
basically all blood.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
I might just keep this.
It's basically just blood and a lot of sugar.
Blood and sugar. Got it.
It's perfect.
Yeah, but I can't put them both on.
Yeah.
Aww.
Ooh, cheesecake.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'm
Promise.
bowing.
You're tipping your hat to someone.
Can I catch you a moment?
Of course.
Just a moment.
Mhm.
Popular today.
So it seems.
Look at the last thing we
Oh,
said.
I did not read the first thing I was supposed to read first.
It's not like I
Wait,
put
did
it
you
in the
choose your
thing.
name? What did you choose your name?
I know. I looked at it last though, so, and I'm like, oh, it says read first.
No, it's okay. You're not the first person to make that mistake. Don't worry.
Well, I'm very excited about it.
Go ahead and let me know. Get the promise book as soon as you can to me. And again, the date is being changed, but I'll let people know as soon as possible for that.
Okay. No problem.
If you have any questions, let me know. And good luck being a maid. Have you wait? Oh, you haven't seen these. You haven't seen. And also, because I showed, I think every made this besides
you didn't. Oh.
is
I read it kind
ta-da. This one's yours.
Oh.
The colors can be changed, by the way. The artist said they'll change the colors whenever. I was just kind of going on basic design to get these done. The colors
These
can
are
be
so
changed.
cute. I like pink.
We're next to each other, I think. Oh, we should go. Oh, never mind. She's
Oh,
gone. So
that
that
was no, she's
Is
fighting
this
my
is this
eye,
is
not
this
her.
Riri?
Oh, sorry.
Is this
Yeah, that one's.
Yeah, yeah.
We're matching.
Yes, we are. I'm so excited.
You're gonna wear the mustache too. Right over it.
Huh?
Wear the mustache
Oh,
in the crown.
yeah.
You can wear the mustache.
Fabulous.
This is all fucking
Perfect.
fun. You can wear the
Perfect.
mustache.
Do you think I can win best maid with a mustache?
I think you could win best maid. I really do think I
Perfect.
believe in you, Sabrina, so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
Did
also
you want to
believe
win
you
best maid?
I don't have any particular
that's
reason
good.
to. I'm just having a. I just want to have fun.
Best
Okay,
dress,
perfect.
maybe.
Less competition.
I could be your partner in crime.
Accent, though.
Yes, please. Oh my god, we'll be dynamic.
I don't know if I'll wear a mustache. You'll have to really convince
Oh.
me.
Okay. Hang on, try this one on. Just to see how you. It's pink.
I do see that. Okay.
Yeah. I think it goes in the hat.
How do I look?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, stunning.
You think I
It's
could pull it off?
Beautiful. Yeah. I think you could.
Oh, you look actually fabulous.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. It like shapes your face really well.
You know what? Maybe I could dye my hair pink, and then we'll see how many people can tell the difference between us.
Oh,
Yes. Wait.
That's why you
Well,
have twin mate. That's
That's why I'm just confused, and I have to give them both best maid, I guess.
No.
You gave them a cheat code.
Sabrina can take all the credit.
This is
No,
my
that'd be
favorite.
If they both be the same thing, people don't know who's deserving them. So
I mean,
they
obviously,
all
if
be
I'm
best. They
putting in the
are
effort to look like you and
I guess
we win
if
best
instead of contact
maid,
club,
we
get
know who
12
actually won.
mustaches made.
It was you.
I cry. I guess those are easy to make.
stop
Those are
it.
easy to make. Compared to
Oh,
the
yeah,
funny
those-
yes.
Yeah, those ones are easy. The bunny ears are difficult.
Even
I'll
more?
give you like
Yeah, we're gonna need more. We have
Like
time. We got
25%
at least a
credit.
month.
Let me done.
Gotcha.
is that
Okay, yeah,
what
that
you're
sounds
saying?
good. Yeah, that sounds good.
You're dyeing your hair. You're wearing a mustache. You'll look like me, and I get most of the credit. This feels unfair.
Because
I
you're
don't
right.
know if the dye will it come out easily
It better.
if you go through.
It better.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Leon. Leon.
To be fair, blonde mustaches tend to be.
Oh, that actually looks pretty good on you. Can you make a potion to dye my hair pink? Temporarily, for one day.
I'm working on narrowing down the boat. That's what the experiment's for.
Oh, yeah, well, can I have one by the time for the maid cafe, basically?
I suppose, speed up trying to figure out the hair change part of it. I can work on it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, he said he'll try.
He'll try.
Perfect.
He's wearing the mustache.
With the cane, he kind of looks evil.
Wait, when is the maid cafe day?
I don't know. I have to change it. You haven't. Go into your distant missives and make a vote.
I was very aggressive. I
Morning,
think that was
morning.
karma. Wait, does the balloon shield you from the sun?
Serpent is
Yeah,
the
it
exact
does.
being.
Yeah, it's great. Do you want one?
I mean, I do like my umbrella.
Yeah, it is really cute. Oh, it's a cake. Is it a cake? Or is
I
it
don't.
just-
No, I don't think it's a cake, but it does definitely looks
Oh, I thought
inspired
it
from.
It does.
It
does
does
look
look like
yummy.
a cake. It looks. I'd eat that.
I mean,
know,
I don't
I'm
recommend you
starting
try it.
Very scared if things started looking like cakes, I wouldn't be able to tell if they're real or if they're cake.
Oh, you know, the mustache with the cane?
Yes! Oh my
Violet
god,
called
look
Violet
at
called it
you.
Evo.
You
What
have to
the hell?
expose me like that. You know, we were having a great conversation 2 seconds ago when I yelled at you.
Oh.
You look fabulous. Yeah, no, Dapple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really grow a mustache. Maybe if it's for the best.
You still look quite Dapple.
I might keep this.
You look great.
I'm sorry, come here.
Oh, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
What the hell do you mean? Okay, hold on. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you say he knows his own culture? No, on a scale of
Like
Pax to Duchess Morel,
Pax.
which... Oh, okay. Fantastic. Okay, that makes sense. So... So yeah, Heartstones, have you been told?
Well, I mean, actually, you're the only person who has told me about Heartstones because I saw you and Riley using them, and you said that it's something between like two people that you care about, or two people who care about each other.
Specifically, family or lovers.
Well, I did mention that the only people I know that have them are twins, and I'm not his twin. I don't think.
Mm-hmm. And to be honest, Pax didn't understand the significance of them, so it's likely he didn't. But it's something you should bring up to him. Or maybe I will. I might bring up to him, and then we'll see how he reacts to that.
Yeah, I thought that was important information because I know it's like special, and I felt like he just kind of. I don't know. I didn't know if he knew.
Which, well, to be fair, he obviously regards you quite highly, as a Heartstone is a way to track the other person, and with his current situation.
Yeah.
So honestly, it's a good sign. Very good sign, I'd say.
It's true.
Do you know how to use the Heartstone?
Mm-hmm. Well, I keep accidentally putting it on.
You see, you have to make sure
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
really focused on using it.
Yeah.
I do that sometimes too, don't worry. I actually really should rename mine.
But what are the chances he gave this to me and there's actually like nothing, like it's just like, oh, I just really care about you in a friend way.
It's definitely a possibility. However, it doesn't mean he doesn't feel the other way. Just ask him out on a date.
Okay.
Just ask him out on a date.
Okay, I did.
Actually make him aware that it's a date.
Okay. Your brother's being mean to me.
How could you?
Why?
How could you?
Romney deserves it.
No.
I don't believe that.
Can you talk?
Oh,
and that's why that's your nickname now.
Yeah, apparently my nickname is Blondie. My nickname for him is way better.
What's your nickname for him?
Leon.
Aww.
Ah.
I think it's getting to be a few people's nickname for me.
What?
To be
And here I
fair,
thought
the
it was
other
special.
options you were giving was Das.
Come on, Nini would be
There's
funny.
only Weenie is not it.
That
There's
could be a
very few
main.
options with my name. Okay.
Nidus.
Nine.
Nighty. That's what I suggested.
Nighty.
Nighty's cute.
Nighty's cute. I changed my mind. I want to call you Nighty.
I
Okay,
approve of this.
go
I
ahead.
approve.
Yes.
Of course you do. You hate me.
What? Never.
Nighty night.
Nighty night.
Wait, you should become a knight. You can be nighty.
Yes.
I'm not a fighter.
Ah, you see those muscles? Look at these guns. Pow, pow.
Nighty of the night.
You look so happy to be here.
Why can't you tell I'm delighted?
Wait, hold on. What exactly did you say?
I'm delighted.
Oh, I thought you said denied.
I fear this might be an ongoing thing. You're
I
stuck
fear
now.
of being bullied.
No.
Maybe.
Well,
I don't know. I feel like neither
Sorry, we
me
interrupted you,
nor
Rebecca.
Marjorie are.
Hmm?
At this point, I'm stretching it.
I'm confused.
I'm gonna go retire now. Have a good night.
I
Oh.
am also going to retire. But
Night.
thank you
Good
all
night.
for
Slumber. Good
Yeah.
night.
coming and to my hill. I promise it'll be prettier the next time you come to it.
It looks
can't
great.
wait.
It looks massive.
Yeah, it'll be bigger. Trust
You
me,
should also
the
look into
blueprints
if
make
you
me
can
want to
get
cry.
you should
What's
also
it
look
going
into getting a conduit.
Yeah, I have to have maybe two. It's going to be a like indoor glass gardens, but then there will be outdoor gardens as well.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That sounds sick as hell.
Yeah, I want to have every single plant available so that if anybody needs flowers or trees or leaves to like decorate, they could just come here.
Perfect.
Mhm.
That sounds.
And I want to include like plants from the Nether and the End as well, since there's so many cool different things in the End.
Mhm. Oh, that place is crazy.
I'm just impressed by the sheer size this is going to be. I'm very excited.
I need to step
Yeah, I
away.
need to
Let's
really
go.
get
Okay.
started. Bye.
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 All right, me too. I gotta go to sleep.
Okay.
But good night.
Goodbye. Have good sleeps. Bye.
Yeah, guys, I gotta go. I'm glad I was able to like get in. I'm glad that socialization just came to me. Ask and you shall receive. And Leonidas is our friend. I'm gonna cry. We have friends. I think I'm gonna sleep in the dorm tonight, just so that I'm nearby and that I can continue working on the gardens. I think I'm just gonna make that my goal. Maybe that'll be Friday. Maybe Friday we just work on the gardens and do like a chill building stream. I'm not going all the way back to the base. I love Finn. Love the guy. I guess that's a confession. I probably shouldn't say that. But I just don't want to always go all the way over there to then come all the way back. It's better when I go with him together. But going back by myself, I want to just I'm gonna be here because I'm gonna go do that this week. I'm gonna work on that this week. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna go to sleep. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Princess SMP. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.